I'm sitting here polishing my virtual gun, but the road map's missing, and that ain't fun. I've hunted moose, caribou, even a bear. Now I'm hunting answers, ain't nothing there. Where's the road map? Don't leave me hanging. Is this game done or just rearranging? Give me a sign, just one little clue, or I'll pack my gear for something new. Maybe they're busy with a whole new game. Do we wait for ultimate hunting? It could turn out lame. I'll miss my forest and my pixel deer, but if this is goodbye, I'll shed one tear. Where's the road map? Don't leave me hanging. Is this game done or just rearranging? Give me a sign, just one little clue, or I'll pack my gear for something new. So I'm refreshing forums and checking the feed for some road map crumbs or just a lead. Till then I'll hunt with what I've got, but if they ghost us, I'm quitting the lot. Where's the road map? Don't leave me hanging. Is this game done or just rearranging? Give me a sign, just one little clue, or I'll pack my gear for something new. So I'm refreshing forums and checking the feed for some road map crumbs or just a lead. Till then I'll hunt with what I've got, but if they ghost us, I'm quitting the lot.
Okay, here we go back in Way of the Hunter. Blue Frog Nick. I haven't seen you in a while. You don't want a sequel, eh? I'll go tell them. Toothless gonna give me a sign. Yeah, it's a middle finger sign. If they actually announce Way of the Hunter 2 out of spite, I'm gonna blast my disc in protest, which, yes, I bought the game on disc. Oh, nice. They never finished the first one. Hey, we all know that you don't need to finish the first one to make the next one. Hunting Simulator showed us that. We're gonna do a ranger hunt in this one. I'm gonna stir the pot in the Way of the Hunter world, because I have some you know, some good theories, pretty strong theories here on a sequel in development. Been thinking about it. Did that video earlier, and I'm gonna in this one here. Let's just load in. In this stream, I'm gonna record a video in the middle of it because I want to use the stream, organize my thoughts, and then I'm gonna post the video sort of on it because I got a little timeline. I think it's gonna start making some sense once I go through it. I think it might start making some sense. I'm doing a ranger hunt though, and I was using that 243, the hollow point, in the video, and I got some questions about it now. Let me see here. I don't know what my audio levels are. Gotta go over to OBS, set a limiter up so the gunshot doesn't blast everybody's eardrums. Here we go. Should save your ranger hunts until the squeeze bottle wind indicator TLZ hits the streets. Yeah. Well, you can get the wind indicator, go to the map, and pop back out again. but I didn't see any easier way to do it. So I'll go through my theories here in a minute. I think they're pretty good. Pretty good theories, really. I mean, these 60 developers and artists and whatnot, they're doing something right now. They're doing something. They're not working on this one. What do I got here? Oops. Yeah, that's fine. I want to see if Michael sees this and shakes his head. Let's see here. Let's grab a little 243. What do I got on that? Bushnell Elite. And then all I'm using. Core locked copper. Funk. Oh, let's throw a free. Let's throw polymer dip in there. There we go. It is Ranger. Whoops. It is Ranger, so you should actually bring calls. Really? I don't know if I want a piggy call. Moose call. Probably bring the bag of sticks, eh? Bag of sticks? Not too interested in pigs. Where's a bag of sticks? There it is. The chair? Sure. Secondary? Secondary is pretty much always the morning silence. It's just the way it goes. And I'm gonna... This is stuck with only one. I don't get it. See if I can get it. Look. Oh, it's because I need to buy more. Oh, I bought so many, I forgot I actually had to buy more. Well, yeah, you gotta go to the shop. You can't buy it from storage, you gotta go to the shop. This one. Slugs. That's why I was having an issue. Buy a ton of these with all the gold doubloons. That'll do it. Back to storage. Buckshot's just pointless. Just bring 50 slugs. There, I think we're good there now. It's a pretty good setup. 243, keep it challenging. I was using the 243 in the video, and I was looking at those shots. I'm like, oh yeah, the mule deer is only getting like 250 joules of damage, penetration damage in the lung. I'm like, you know, if I shot something larger with it, it actually probably does more damage to a larger animal, which is kind of weird. But I thought I'd look at it. It's been a while. Got a crown by your name. That's because you're a #1 community member at the moment. Watch him make a fishing game. The next DLC is bathing suit outfits. I better go get the Speedo. Nice. Alright. What time is it? Oh, I left the little bit area. What we'll do is we'll go... Probably go right into a new year. So I imagine this will, let me go into a new year immediately. And we'll get the hunt going, because there'll be a lot of waiting in Ranger, I think. A lot of time to brainstorm. Okay. I don't actually want to hunt up here. I've sort of smashed this area in the past. Where should we go? A roe deer. Hey, Toothless is still here. What's the hit points on a roe deer lung? I don't remember. Maybe I should go right in the middle here, since I've never been there. It's probably a campsite here I never got. Do that. Go here, go south. There we go. We'll go this way. Equipment check. Remington 783. Hollow points are in. Morning silent slugs. Check. Binoculars. Good. Giraffe chair. Good. 10 of them. Should be enough. In ranger mode. So basically just shoot anything that looks big. Alright, maybe Toothless forgets on the road here. Lung 2. Is it 400? Or did it get smaller? Alright, I'm gonna turn up my volume so I can hear. Oh, yeah. I already heard like a sheep or something over here. $50 cal, natural causes. No 50 cal next. That'd be a nice, nice DLC though. So I'm gonna start a little bit of a video recording in the middle, just because I want it kind of condensed for the video, kind of the thoughts while I look for this sheep. It's always difficult to hunt, stream, and try to record video thoughts at the same time. Tried doing it in the past. Takes a lot of brain work, actually. Where are these sheep? Especially on rangers, since you really got to focus. Seems like a good spot where you might see something. Just glass around for a minute. I thought I heard a sheep. Did the mouflon make a little noise? I thought they did. Or no, maybe they didn't. I remember, I thought I heard a little sheep noise though. Yep, there's barks. That'd be reindeer this way. All right, so we got some reindeer this way. We'll start the sequel Wave Hunter 2 thoughts here. So if you are watching the video later on, I'm gonna get help from the live chat here. This is during a stream. Flesh out all the thoughts on it all, and we'll see if we can locate these reindeer at the same time, doing a ranger hunt. So you kind of have to like know the history of the game a little bit of a story. Because if you ask me if Way of the Hunter was going to get a sequel, like, in the first year, like, they came out, like, because I've been like, no way. Because the developers were treating the game kind of like a live service game. It wasn't like a full-fledged live service thing they were thinking of. But by their own admission, they were thinking of it as kind of like a live service, kind of light sort of thing. You know, do some DLC, do some community events. And they did, you know, they did attempt that Halloween event that did not go very well. But that's sort of where their line of thinking was. What do you got there? Like, I can remember anything, that's why I write it down. It's only 200? Okay. Hey, Max. Not much. I'm just going through my thoughts on the sequel. Got some wolves howling here. I mean, anyways, they were treating it, you know, kind of like a live servicey thing, and you know, that just didn't really go too well with that first Halloween event and stuff. And then I think, you know, I think there's a lot to it, because I don't think the developers were planning on a sequel or anything like that. And of course, I don't know anything for sure. This is just talking through it, brainstorming. Don't have any inside info or anything. I just think it's fun to sort of think about it, because if I get through my story and it makes sense, then, you know, people be thinking like, maybe old Bumble's got a point here. Maybe something is going on. Where are these reindeer? It's gonna be mainly me just spooking things while I'm trying to think through. But anywho. Oh, was that them there? Oh, hello. Alright, we're gonna have a little bit of a distraction in my thought process. Hold the thought. Is this guy by himself? You know what? I can't even tell if that's a female or a bull. It looks like a female. Aren't the antlers way too small? The bull's howling there. But it's like a solo, though. Maybe it's just a little bull? Sneak on over. Oh, no, there we go. There we go. It is a female. We're just going to take this guy. He's just walking right up. I am on Ranger. 0 down to 50. Looks like I'm a good one. So that's the hollow point 243 I'm kind of checking out. So I'll just watch him and then I'll continue my story. Problem with the 243 on Ranger is the guys, they just run forever. Oh, he didn't though. Okay, nice. That was a really good hit with that. And you gotta sort of like predicting the shots and everything like that. That was a really solid hit though. I think that lung filled up with pen damage, maybe? I don't know. Oh no, there's no sequel, Max. Just sort of brainstorming. Creating rumors, stirring the pot. Ultra rare Sasquatch and dinos. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Remember the survey? They were talking about mythical animals or something like that? Yeah, I know. Hunting dinos is awesome. Anyway, where was I? Like the live service thing. The Halloween thingamajig. And try and remember where I was. Honestly, I like to play Ranger, but I don't want to jack up my herds. Oh yeah, I don't really worry about the genetics or anything. I don't not enough for it to have much of a factor. If you do, oh, yeah, I don't know. Ranger, you harvest too slow, I think, for it to matter. But everybody's got their opinion on it. Anyway, we'll have to continue the story in a second because he fell down up here. But yeah, they were doing like the live servicey thing, and then I think like the overall sales for Way of the Hunter probably undersold for them, and you know, through Aurora Shores DLC, and then Tika Moon was their big one. Because I was in a lot of communication with the developers at the time through that, especially in Tika Moon. And it was like a completely like different atmosphere, like they're really community building kind of thing, a lot of communication. But I suspect Aurora Shores undersold. I suspect Tika Moon did too. And then I think there was a shift after Tika Moon to like the branding and marketing thing, right? Let's pick this guy up here first. Because I wanted to see, yeah. Because I hit, he's really close though, so I can't really use him on the science. I need like 200 meter shots to compare. That's a nice solid 243 hollow point on it. 62%. 1 star. A young, mature. Oh well. We gotta keep heading south. Shit's stirring in the kitchen, yeah. Also, the war dogs I got in the Savannah map are cooked 10 to 4. Yeah, there's a spot in Tika Moon that they won't go above 40% or something. It's weird. So I gotta keep going south here. This way. So after Tika Moon, I think there was a shift, you know, in the developer kind of world, and they really started doing this marketing branding thing. Or they always had the brands and everything, right? Like the Remington and Star, but it wasn't like the main focus. I think it shifted there. And one of the examples that was like brought up in like the comment sections and everything is the hunting simulator franchise. It does this pattern of focusing on the brands and like market placement, like product placement and things like that, making them really like real focus on those models and things like that. And I think how that business model works, like I don't really know, of course, but you know, each time they do a sequel or they do another iteration of the game, probably all that branding stuff, all the contract things, they probably get like a renewal type thing. So that's kind of like what appears like the Hunting Sim franchise does. Because we got Hunting Sim 3 out. You know, I of course don't know any of this for sure, but I suspect Hunting Sim 3 will just be a whole lot of branded items again. And then, you know, we'll see how the hunting is. But I think Way of the Hunter might be following that sort of line of thinking. That's my one kind of thing. Like one of the pieces for why a sequel might be coming is if they really are focused on all the brands and everything, then all that stuff would get renewed, right? They could probably renew all the Steyr, Remington, Kawasaki stuff and keep going. They already got the models and the assets and everything like that. They could just transfer it all over with new brands. You know, that's kind of the line of thinking there. And because there's already a game that does it, right? So they could be looking at that and saying, Hunting Simulator does it. We could probably do it. And it's obviously some sort of contracty, money exchangey kind of thing, obviously, because like what pops right out at you when they started doing this is, I mean, if you look at the encyclopedia and you go to like any one of these, like where's one of the new ones? Yeah, the Remington 700. That's not too bad. Let's see what we got here. Is there like a good one that's really, yeah. Like if you look at some of these, the Remington Model 673 guide rifle is a bolt-action rifle introduced by Remington Arms in 2003 and discontinued in 2006. It was an updated version of the Remington DDDD. So there's a bunch of history on it. Some of these, though, it's probably the GAMS is a good choice. Style Games is ideal rifle for high alpine hunting based on the proven ultralight rifle. It features an optimized scout barrel and integrated Picatinny rail for the precise optics mounting. The innovative combination of carbon stock and state-of-the-art 3D printing technology creates an ultralight rifle of the highest quality and precision, optionally available with smooth running, manual cock and classic safety. Anyways, it's basically like Steyr said, this is what you put in the game, right? This is how we describe the rifle. And I can't remember what DLC it was. It's one of the rifle packs. Like it like the video for it was basically just showcasing the rifles. It came off just like a commercial. So it does appear like, yeah, obviously this branding stuff is very important to them, and I think it got much more important, especially when the Kawasaki one came along. It was kind of like a bit shocking when that one came along. But anywho, so there is an argument for that kind of line of thinking that they could be following that, you know, do like the sequels, renew all that sort of contracty kind of stuff, and keep like adding brands and things like that. Because I bet you like the sequels are what kind of drives that. And again, the Hunting Sim franchise is sort of kind of an example of it. I'm spooking like wolves or something over there. Where am I? Going this way? Did they do it on purpose? Yeah, it's been like that for a while. You can see the warthog thing in the Tika Moon, like the herd management stuff. Some of them cap out ridiculously low. Hey, thanks, Mr. and Mrs. Gummy Bear. Is a cash grab? Well, games are sort of, but no, I don't think so. It certainly didn't start as cash grab. I don't know where the direction is now. That's why we're kind of thinking through it, me stirring the pot here. If you keep, you know, talking about a sequel, right? Start, you know, the hype and everything for it. Then it'll be made, right? Then it will happen. That's how it works, right? You keep poking them. But some people don't want a sequel. Other people want a sequel. Who knows? Anyways, the branding is very important to them. And I think there's something about, you know, when you're doing those big business deals, sequels are like a way all that contract stuff gets renewed, right? Hey, thanks, Iron Jim. So little going on Way of Thunder, we have to resort to... Yes, we do, Iron Jim. Thank you for the super chat there. Yeah, I figure I haven't done much in the Way of Thunder thing. We'll stir the pot. Get some rumors going. I'm gonna make a little video on the thoughts, because I think when you add it all up, you know, there's something there. There's something there going on. I'm still on the fence still. Oop, I lost my OBS back here. Still on the fence still. I mean, for what it's worth, the game isn't that expensive. I also don't think it started that way either, but now I don't know. Yeah, it was never really that expensive. Alright, where was I? Yeah, so I think I got the point across. The brands are very important, and there's already a game franchise that's kind of doing that sort of thing that they're probably looking at and going, you know, there's a lot of brand things in here. Like 99% of the stuff in this game is brand items, and that's, I mean, the contracts probably all redo or whatever, and there's a bunch of hype over sequels, and anyways, that's one of the things. But I only got my timeline, I only got to Tika Moon, right? Because after Tika Moon, it all kind of changed. And in the second year, if you would have asked me if they were going to make a sequel, I still would have said no, because I thought the mobile version that they came out with, when it was in development, had a lot more weight than it did. I didn't quite realize the actual scope of it, of the mobile game. Because it's done by like Handy Dandy Games or something like that, or Handy Games, which is a THQ Nordic publisher. A publisher dev team, and they do this for like all of THQ stuff. So I think it's just one of those things. Like I was giving it more weight, that it was more important than I think it was. So I didn't think there's going to be a sequel to that, sort of because of the mobile game, but we can kind of ignore the mobile game now. I mean, I'm sure it's fine, but I don't think it has much impact on much of anything, because I think it was just like a publisher thing. But yeah, so I didn't think a sequel was coming, sort of because of that, but I think about the Matariki time. Where am I going here? I'm almost there. I haven't really heard much other stuff, but I think about Matariki time. I think, if I had to guess, shortly after Matariki, I bet you they got the green light for Way of the Hunter 2. That's what I'm thinking. Because they had a change in sort of philosophy. They had to change direction, because I think, you know, I think the Tika Moon, I think the Aurora Shores, I think the overall sales were under goals. Probably considerable, so they're changing direction, right? And I think probably about that time, I don't think it's hilarious if I ever find out if I was right or not. It's about Matariki. Like after Matariki launch, I think they got probably like the green light for Way of the Hunter 2. And the reason I kind of think this is, well, Matariki was a little bit rushed. Just a little bit, I think, but I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it was just they ran out of time. But by the Matariki launch time, they would have had Linticoto, this map, you know, kind of like the foundation already being built. So they had to finish it. But I think Linticoto ended up the way it did, a bunch of copy-paste stuff. A lot of, you know, kind of rushed thing going on there, because I think probably a lot of resources were pulled to work on the sequel, is what I'm thinking. I know it might be a stretch, but it's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they started to pull resources from it. That's why we didn't get many animals and stuff like that, because A lot of the guys, because you got, see, the other reason is, right, they got like 60 employees over there, artists, a lot of programmers, and they haven't really been doing anything much on this game, not 60 people worth in the last year. So I've been thinking that that's kind of what happened about that time. Resources were kind of pulled. They want to start working on Wave of the Hunter 2, but they had Lenticoda started. They wanted to follow through on that. And they just kind of got it out. They just kind of got it out there. And of course, year 3, no new maps or anything like that, which my theory is they are building maps just for the sequel. That's where the maps are going right now. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're building the maps right now for the sequel. Is what they've been doing. In the animal models, here comes some more evidence on it. You know, I think Michael might have got a promotion or something like that. I have no idea. But he's, you know, a lot more quieter now. I think he's maybe moved up there a bit in the business stuff. And they hired another marketing guy. My suspicion is, like, they're hiring, right? And the game wasn't selling that great, but they're still hiring. So I'm thinking they got invested in for the second one. And I'm thinking the new marketing guy, he's all on board for, you know, getting all prepared up for, you know, it's a big, long process, right? Like, you wouldn't see the sequel for another couple years or something. You know, it's a big process. All right, so I'm thinking the marketer, he's on there just to market, like, all these new brands, the new game coming out, you know, some hiring going on. So there's a lot when you start focusing on a few things, start kind of piecing it together. This is what I'm thinking, because we've had a year of pretty much no sign of much development. And any kind of development that I think went in this game in the last year, like the ammo stuff, and you know, anything that they have made, I think it's all like, they're not going to waste resources on it. I think the stuff that they have in the game is going to carry over to the sequel as well. So like all the models that they made, like all this ammo stuff, I think it'll all carry over. So it's not like they're like, I think the only stuff getting added to this game is stuff that can be easily put in and then moved over to the next one. Is another, I know it's another thing, but I'm thinking through it. I'm thinking through it. And then there's the survey that came out, which had all sorts of, you know, very, very in-depth, very wide scope kind of stuff. You know, how important herd management is, how important this and that is, hunting dogs, all that. Even had legendary animals or mythic animals or something on it. But here's the thing. That survey probably wasn't for this game. It's probably, I'm gonna put out, that was for the sequel. I think they're scoping out priorities for the sequel. That, it makes more sense. It makes more sense that way, because, you know, if you think about it. So that's what, you know, that's sort of where I'm coming from. A big, long ramble. I haven't been looking at chat. I've been walking and thinking. Don't hate the idea of more DLCs as long as we got good updates along with them. That big survey we got makes sense then. Yeah, exactly, Mark. I had a comment in one of the sections, and as soon as I brought up the idea, they're like, yeah, that survey makes more sense now. I'm like, it does. It does. That's, the survey indeed makes more sense, I would say. Because that is the kind of survey that you would put out for a sequel. Not for this game. It was too much. It was too wide, and too many options, too many things that they're not going to implement into this one. So I mean, there's stuff there. At this point, the thing that comes to mind about this game is unrealized potential. Exactly. So they're gonna, you know, if the concern is this game's got unrealized potential, then yeah, I definitely agree. But if, you know, in the end, if it's like a business, like it's definitely a business and all that, then they'll try to realize that potential next time, right? If they get, you know, if they're being invested in by the publisher and by these brands, then they will attempt it again, right? If you just keep making maps, then why make a sequel unless you change the game? if you just making maps, then why make a sequel unless you change the game mechanics? Making the sequel is for whatever branding deals they have. Like my theory is that stuff renews on sequels, or more revenue comes in on sequels because of all the hype. You got to think of it from like a business perspective of like Steyr or Remington or Kawasaki or whatever. They're not going to want to keep investing in an old game. They're going to want new hype, new energy, things like that. That's kind of where I'm thinking there. But of course, I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I don't actually know like how that business works. It just seems to be what is happening, kind of, you know, like logically if you kind of piece it together. Like if they make a sequel, I'll give it 4 years. If it's good by 4 years, I'll buy it, right? I'm happy with the chance to do a hunting game with with the Lapu stick. Anyways, I think they're gonna do a hunting sim franchise kind of move, like how the hunting simulators do it. That's what I'm thinking, is what they're thinking. They're going to do sequels, branding, renewals, and that's just sort of all the stuff that I know. That I kind of want to talk to. I'm trying to think if there's anything else there. Just because they've had a clear like philosophy change over the years. I know they didn't start that way, but you got a whole bunch of devs obviously not working on something else. I mean, for all I know, they're working on the next SpongeBob game for THQ, right? THQ owns all this stuff. Maybe they're doing something for them, but I mean, I think they got all these assets, and I think they would use a lot. They would use all the same Steyr models, move it over. Get a bunch of maps, get a bunch of hypes, renew all the stuff. And that's just where my thing. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything, but ooh. Oh no, that's the camp I'm looking for. Is that where that is? That is. Alright, we'll go get the camp. I wish not to set myself for dissatisfaction or disappointment anymore. Fools learn from failures and how to live. Yeah. Like, I have no idea. I just, you know, it's all a business, and I'm thinking that that's the best business move for them, to do a sequel at this point. They have it. So, you're a business. If your best move is to do a sequel, then that kind of makes sense. And it does explain why there's no development in this game, because we were on a schedule for, like, we should have we missed a map back in February, and then we're on schedule for the map after that. So this should have been the second map in August coming up that we should have got that we're not getting. I don't think it's a far stretch to say that all those map builders that they did have, all those artists and programmers that, like, design the maps, what have they been doing for the last year? They're not making maps for this game. They're making maps for a sequel, right? So this is me stirring the pot. Getting the rumors going. You know, some of it makes sense. All I'm saying, some of it makes sense. Breakfast, so you're saying there's a chance. A breakfast map, yeah. Anyways, I haven't done much hunting. All we got is the one thing. I haven't even heard anything, seen anything. Look at this, this little fast travel point. If they give us Hawaii or Mongolia, though, I may reconsider. Right on. I'm considering Call of the Wild and the Canadian map coming up here. That's what I'm considering. So I'm just trying to summarize, and I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything there. Because, yeah, if you've watched the development of it, of the game, and sort of how they shifted with the brand focus, with already a franchise in the gaming world that sort of does that sort of thing, sequel and the brands. If you're looking at mapping developers, coding and artists that do maps and everything like that, they're not idle for the last year. And if my timeline is correct, they got the green light about Matariki, then they've already been working on it for a year and a half. which would set you, you know, if you 3 to 4 years, right, for a sequel, so you're like 2.5 to 3 years out. It sort of answers a lot of questions, and that survey's another big hint. I know I'm kind of repeating it this time, but that survey was definitely, when you look back at it, that survey is like a survey you would do when you're doing a sequel. So, trying to think if there's anything else. There's little things here and there, but I won't get too much into super little speculation. Hello, Matthew Oakland. Yeah, I decided to load up so I could do a ramble about the possible sequel. Alright, what time is it? 10? So there should be... Here, there's water down here. Let's go this way. Like, I'm not even hearing anything. I don't think I got any more of my story in me. Anyways, I think it'd be all right at this point, just because I do think that they're done. I do think they're done developing for this game for the most part, except for stuff that they can easily move over to a sequel. So like the DLC that comes in, you know, all those brands and stuff, I think we'll just move over. Because the models look great. They're not gonna, like, you know, if they move to, like, Unreal Engine 5, I mean, the models will probably all get a little bit touch-up. And, you know, but I think, like, all the equipment, I think, would renew and they would get, you know, they would improve it a bit. So, you know, that could be it too, you know, working on Unreal Engine 5 stuff. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I did want to stir the pot a little bit, get the rumors going, just get people thinking, because, you know, Way of the Hunter hasn't had much going on in way too long now. But we do have that DLC coming up, which, oh, on a little side note, someone in the comment made a comment section in the other video, because I was talking about the word smaller, how it's a smaller DLC, and I thought they were just referring to, just to make sure everyone knew that it's not a new map coming, so they said smaller, but it could be a hint to, like, smaller firearms or something like that, right? The little sidearms. so I'm kind of hoping that is, because if we get, like, a little sidearm, you know, I'd like a little pistol, pop, 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 you know, at a bear or something like that, could be fun. But I think I'll stop the rambling about that for now. I'll continue the live stream if you guys, you know, have any thoughts or anything like that. But as for the video part, because I have been, like, recording a bunch of my ramble for the little video, because I'll put it up there on the channel, because there's a lot of people don't want to watch, like, a 3-hour stream of me mucking about. So I'll throw that up there. So I think as far as the video is going, I'm going to end it there. So if you are watching the video after the stream or watching the stream after, just, you know, put anything, thoughts down in the comments. And, oh, we got some roe deer. All right, we will, should I put this in the video? Hunting a roe deer? Sure, why not? What do we got? 113 meters. That's another one. He's too young. This guy's older. 243 is perfect for this. Toothless says the lungs are 200 hit points, which I think he's right. I remember that. So this is gonna crush. It's not really good for science, but I don't want to hit him laying down. He's got good antlers on him there for a roe deer. So this could be okay. I gotta wait for him to stand up though. There he goes. Let's take him out. I don't think he's going too far. That was a hard hit. I mean, that'd be the right caliber for them. 243 hollow point. Right broadside. Oh, he's going though. Oh no, that's it. So he didn't last too long. Another note, I still don't know why a hunting game hasn't yet to depict Hawaii. I didn't know there's much hunting in Hawaii. I don't know much about it. I'm having a hard time thinking what they could do to make me want a sequel. Good point, Barry. Good point. To each their own, I think. I would do, like, I would do the sequel myself. Mainly because I'm invested in the little franchise they got now. But good point. Like, if you're just a player, they're probably, I don't know. They're definitely going to be aiming for retaining old players. I wonder what they'd bring. Maybe they're overestimating their reach and their ability to retain, maybe? Maybe there'll just be a bunch of new, you know, if they have really flashy graphics. Unreal Engine 5, it looks amazing. Maybe they're just expecting to get a bunch. Really, I imagine you would. You know, there's not much hunting games there, but I don't know. I don't know about Barry himself, but I think they would get a lot of people. I think so. Just like Hunting Sim 3 looks amazing, but it's you know, it's more likely than not that it's just going to be like the other ones. Hey, OCG's here. Welcome, OCG. I just did my big ramble about my stirring the pot, getting the rumors going about a sequel. Thought it'd be fun. I gotta catch up on chat though. I like hunting roe deer in this map. Oh, do you? Roe deer's never been my favorite, but you know, if you like the smaller calibers, they're fun. And I like the smaller calibers. Just hit a 1-star moose bull at 220 yards with a 243. Yeah, see you next week for after the track. That's, you can, well, if you get pink blood, you'll get them. You'll get them. And the 243 can pull that shot off. A lot depends if you hit the rib, though. 380, 301 meg barely does a bear in this game, but that would work for small game. We were taking bear down with the 30-30, so. Thanks for the stream, did a lot of listening, learned a bit. Oh, it's not done yet, SOC. I was basically talking about the video that I'm putting stuff in for the video. The stream's gonna go for a while. I would go zoneless in the sequel. Ooh. Yeah, that's a whole nother ball game discussion. Hawaii is packed with game, axis deer, black buck, feral sheep, and goats, wild pigs. Wow, look at them all. Nice. I'd be for that. That'd be alright map. Turkey and everything. That's cool. I'd be interested to know how many players are active on console because checking Steam charts doesn't make me feel... No. Yeah, though a sequel would get a lot of hype all over the place, consoles and Steam and everything like that. The player count and I think their logic, like gamer logic, doesn't work in their business model. Like the understanding of it, because that's, I mean, if you're thinking about it more about branding deals and things like that, like the Hunting Sim franchise. Player numbers obviously matter, but I don't think it's as high up as players would, like the importance level. It's as weird as that sounds. Like I think it matters like right out of the gate, initial sales. But I think they've learned that that's, I mean, my prediction is all their DLC undersold. So they shifted. So they're not going to be relying on that anymore. So with all your DLC, all your maps undersold, all the targets were not hit, then you can see why there's a shift for revenue elsewhere, right? The wild chickens too. Wild chickens, yeah, I did hear about the wild chickens. Anyways, let's pick up this roe deer, because this would have just crushed him there. There's a good shot. About 180 joules of damage from penetration in that lung. And right out the other side. Lots of energy wasted. Basically, it's 2-2-3 kind of thing. But yeah, so that'll be like for the video portion of what's going up on YouTube. That'll be it for the video part and the ramble about all that. But yeah, the live stream will continue. But yeah, so I mean, if you're watching live stream after the fact and the YouTube replay or in the little clip down video thingy, yeah, just leave comments or whatever, and we can have fun thinking about sequel stuff and talking about it. That's, I mean, I've already seen people, some people want the sequel, some people don't want a sequel, so it's, you know, at least it's a conversation that can happen about the game that's interesting instead of, like, the stale, like, nothing that's been happening for some time, that sort of. And just to reiterate, I don't have any inside info or anything, it's just sort of like a big, long history of the game, watching the developers, putting 2 and 2 together, and then possible that's where they're going. It's also possible that they're just making something entirely different. It's also possible that, you know, there is nothing after Way of the Hunter, and it's possible that this one will continue on. Maybe next year it'll fire up again, for all I know, right? Who knows? It's just something to sort of talk about, stir some things up, go on the Discord, you know, bug the community managers about. If Michael sees this, he's probably gonna be like a face bomb going, "Oh no." But it's also, you know, if it creates any kind of stir, that's always a good thing, right? Any kind of talk's good for them, I think, probably. But yeah, so as far as video is concerned, we're gonna leave the video part off there, and then the live stream will just continue. So there we go. So video part, see you later. Live stream, we're gonna keep rolling. So that's about it for the video. So I'm gonna focus more on the hunting now that I've got all that I wanted to say, record, clip, all that YouTube-y stuff. And I'm going into like a new area. So all we got is a reindeer, which is pretty good. Slugged him real close, and the roe deer, which was, you know, the 243 was even overkill for him. I'm gonna check out these little lakes because it is drinky time, and they're right down here. Alright, gotta put that there. If you ever want, like, a brain challenge, you know, like a puzzle and a crunch for your brain, try doing a live stream. And then, during the live stream, record a video and edit it as you're going. With cutting it and popping it in there. And, I did it. We used to do it in the past a little bit, and I gave it a little try. And I'm like, after a while, after I did it a few times, I'm like, your brain just tires right out from doing it. I heard stick snap over here. Problem is, wind's going that way. I'm gonna stay focused on this water. Release timeline, you think, Bumble? Oh, for the sequel? No, you got like a sequel is kind of like years out. Years out, but if I'm right, Matariki would have been the green light time for it. So they would have been working. They would have been working on it. When was Matariki? Last February? No, 2 Februaries ago. A year and a half. That came from over here. So if they got greenlit then, they would have started production a year and a half ago. That's just my prediction. Frognick still going on about the animals there. Oh, that's coming from over here. A sequel would be nice if they fix the issues they have in Way of the Hunter and improving on what was actually good. Yeah, that's the big thing. OCG is all I can do is, you know, if any of this theory is correct, all we have to look at is the Hunting Sim franchise. And the problem with the Hunting Sim franchise is they put the marketing equipment first and the hunting second. Like the gameplay second. But they do have some good gameplay stuff in there. But that's kind of like the problem there, and that's my concern with Way of the Hunter and this big focus on the brands, that that they're the priority and the hunting and the gameplay comes second. They'll never say that, of course, but that's sort of concern. And that would be the concern for the sequel too. That it's like priority, get Steyr and Remington Kawasaki all happy, and then worry about making players happy with the gameplay stuff. So that's a concern I have about that kind of gaming philosophy or developer philosophy. But you're 100% right. They should always be doing quality. Now, that being said, this game is way better state than it was when it launched. It should have launched in early access, and that's another story too. Because the reason why it didn't launch in early access, I would put forth, it was because of their branding licensing deals with Steyr and Remington. They probably didn't allow for an early access game. Like, they probably had to release a full game for all that legal stuff to qualify and everything. Like, they couldn't release a partial one. That's my guess as to why it never did EA, but when the game first came out, it definitely was an early access thing that should have been. They were doing shadow patches kind of thing. Like, they would do a patch with massive changes and none of it documented because it was stuff that was already supposed to be in the game. Is my theory. Of course, my theory. And the theory is because it was some critical stuff that was like out of the game at launch that got like put in some big stuff, like the mule deer and the whitetail deer. I can't remember exactly. I know the mule deer, they only had like 2 furs, or they might not even have had. They might have only had just 1 fur. Like, they didn't have the aging stuff in, and then all of a sudden, boom, mule deer had aging, and there was no patch notes or anything. So it's like, wait a second, they launched the game, and then it's like, oh, wait, by the way. But yeah, when it came out, I'm pretty sure it was mule deer. They didn't have the aging fur or anything like that. Way of the Hunter 2, Way Huntier? Yeah, exactly, Brett. Alright, we got some, we're doing OCG hunt style here with the Ranger. OCG stream got me interested in Ranger again. I got calls from both here and here. There's fox on this map? I forgot. I guess there is. I got calls all over the place. Problem is the wind's going that way. And I bet you it's this lake where they're calling from. I'm gonna go to this lake because of the wind. Time to blast something, yeah. I mean, it is Ranger. It is the rate. I'm not using any toolbox or anything. I'm just hunting like you would, you know, just what the game provides. It's drink time. I'm going around the water, listening for sounds. I spooked some wolves earlier. Ranger just spooks everything. I would think the companies wouldn't be happy if the game did not do well. I would want it to sell as much as possible so the game be... Yeah. You're correct there. That should be the priority, yes. But I don't know. Usually the launch does sell really well. Like, I think the launch numbers for Way of the Hunter would have been high, like if they added them all together, Steam console and PlayStation. So it might just be those launch numbers that are the most important. And sequels, of course, would have the highest launch too, right? But yeah, it's what I've learned is the logic of the gamer and the logic of, you know, just logic doesn't quite work because I don't think we know everything of the business decisions and how it all works, right? Because all I know is if the logic doesn't work, there's info we're missing. Because it's not like they're going to, well, I suppose they could just be doing stuff that is not good, but I don't know. I give them the benefit of the doubt. When you're running a business, you're going to be looking out for the business interests. And yes, the players should come first. And there's games that do that. that are very successful, you know, like Helldivers 2. But I think there's a lot of old-fashioned companies and game developers and stuff like that that still like hold on to the old, kind of older ways, older business style. And Way of the Hunter sort of has that kind of feeling with it, just because of some of the changes they made. It feels like some of the stuff that they had in the game that they eventually changed, like the Hunter Sense blur, hitboxes on the trees and things. It all took a very long time for it to actually change, and there was a lot of changes that took a long time, and it felt like there was someone holding it up, like vetoing the changes, like it was interfering with their vision for the game or their thoughts on it. Like it felt like the person vetoing this decisions didn't even play the game. They just felt the info. Here we go. Oh, he's not very big. Like that's what it felt like. Like Hunter Sense, the blurriness and how they implemented it originally felt like someone played The Witcher and said, "Oh, we need this cool blurry thing," and then make all the tracks light up, or like a game like that. But they never thought like how to implement it right. Like they didn't even think far enough to realize that once you get the perk unlocked, which lets you just walk around with it on, which everybody would unlock fast, everybody would just have Hunter Sense on all the time. Like there's many examples like that they, from a gameplay point of view, they just didn't think through. Like there's lots of that. And if you played the game at all, you would quickly realize that, oh, I have Hunter Sense on all the time. My screen's blurry all the time. And it took a year for them to toggle it, give us a toggle. So it just feels like they've always had somebody or something vetoing some of this stuff. So it feels like a bit maybe like old-fashioned decision making. Some, you know, you kind of imagine a guy in like a suit and tie, doesn't play the game or anything. He just thinks ideas are cool and make it happen right without, you know. Might as well shoot this guy. It's not, he's just a solo. Nice broadside. He's only 66 meters out. Shoot through the sticks. Ah, he's spinning. See if this works. How much, because we did, yeah, the shot was close on that reindeer, right? We just clobbered the lung on the reindeer, and this is close too. He's slightly quartering away, so this is going to be a clobber as well. That bone on that leg's bending back. There we go. There he goes. So, I mean, we're just hunting with the 243, and we're hunting with the weakest cartridge as well. But, I mean, he's really close. But I am wondering how much pen damage filled up the lung. Being that close, because it just slugged that reindeer, the earlier one. He's going farther, though. Oh, he's over here. I think he's laying down here, is he? Okay, so it didn't hit him that hard. If he's still walking around. He's up there. Didn't actually want to switch, I was just trying to check the ammo. Keep getting commercials. I'm peppering you with commercials today. I'm not actually doing anything, it's just the default. If the game doesn't do well, then a sequel... Sorry, I'm a little behind. A sequel would not sell well. Well, that's the logic, but I'm not sure the logic holds, because people just love a new game. Especially in a starved genre like hunting. Like, I think if they did a hunting sim, like a Way of the Hunter 2, I don't know. I think a lot of people would buy it. They put Unreal Engine 5, made it look really pretty. Do some awesome trailers. I don't know. I don't know if it would be tarnished from this one or not. There's new gamers all the time. I don't know. If it looked real pretty and you did a really good marketing on it, I think it would still fire right up. You get all the YouTubers playing it, they'd sell all the copies. Truly something has to be going on to keep all those people employed. Yeah, Barry, that's where I'm thinking they got, like, they've been invested in, right? So some of this brand new deals have invested in them, and something looks promising to somebody. Because they've got them all employed doing something, and it's not this game. So they're doing something, and I know a bunch of them do maps, building and all that, right? And so they're building maps for something. And like THQ might be invested in them. Like something's looking promising to somebody, is what I'm getting at. So there's an investment there, I think. Keeping the whole thing going. European labor laws. No loners. Oh, I don't know your theory on the loner thing. Long shot on the moose, hit first. Oh, you got your moose. Hit lung shot on the moose, hit first rib bone going in. Yeah, so you got him in one shot though? Seen Hunter's real life bag with 243 or Jim's block? Yeah, I don't really know too much about hunting those, of course. I mean, 243 still hits. It's, you know, it depends on the range and everything, and you know, 223s could probably do it, so. You know, I would buy it. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think people, like, I think the hunting games are just, it's such a starved, it's really starved now. Like, right now, the hunting game industry, like, it's just Call of the Wild. Like, Way of the Hunter's not doing anything. Ultimate Hunting, or Hunting, yeah, Ultimate Hunting. Oh, man, people are expecting the demo this summer. I hope it does come in, like, but I think it's a ways out. I mean, there's nothing but Call of the Wild right now. The time is ripe for Ultimate Hunting to release, like right now. Everybody would buy that game, that plays hunting games. Everybody. Because we're just like, give us something else. Way of the Hunter's not releasing anything. And we're tired of Call of the Wild. Ultimate Hunting should just, man, if they had timed it for now, it's completely dry. Everybody wants a new hunting game right now. Just, it's all over the place. Like, everybody wants that. Let's take a look at this. It actually hit less than I thought it would. I thought at that range I'd get more pen. Because what's that? Well, it's still 400 joules. 350? 350 joules? And I don't know if the reindeer has 400 hit points or not. Still did pretty decent, though. I mean, that is the weakest 243 cartridge. Only 71 meters, though. 66% adult. Whatever. Get rid of them. There we go. So, you know, we've harvested a few things. Not so bad on Ranger. Put it on Game Pass. Oh, this game? I don't know. Would that be... I wonder how that would work with their dealings. Regular ammo, too? Well, the regular ammo on the 243 is better than this hollow point. The polymer tip. It's a bit better. They're all pretty much close to the 243 anyways. 300 win meg for Gemsbach. Yeah, but I was talking to people from, you know, when this map came out, from, you know, people from Finland. I mean, they're hunting moose with Creedmoors and stuff. And I mean, I guess I don't really know all the details on it, but I don't think the 6.5. I mean, it's stronger than the 243, right? But I don't think it's like a massive leap in terms of like kinetic power, but yeah. And they were saying the Creedmoor was, you know, a moose hunting cartridge in Finland. Probably go in the stand because somebody's calling from over here. I've never actually been to this area at all in the game. Well, it's neat to see a new area. Somehow I dodged this spot. I always get stuck in that, you know, hunting the same spots over and over again. Yeah, hunting games are a major niche, yeah. You have a bad feeling about Ultimate Hunting? Me too. I think she's gonna be arcade. I think it's gonna look pretty. I think the animation's gonna be alright. I think the customization of the weapons are gonna be a selling point. You know, making the thing look cool. I think it's gonna be arcade though. That would be my guess. But I'm okay with arcade if it's fun. I mean, make a fun hunting game. Oh, I'll still play it. Interplanetary hunting? Right on, yeah. Yeah. You know, DLC, add a new planet. Hunt some aliens. Some Modu. Zone, am I right? Oh man, look at the eyes on OCG. I don't even see the zone. So, like this little stick? Oh, that's like a bear thing, isn't it? Yeah, I don't really collect zones anymore. I just walk the waterways. Or if I need a zone, I just use the toolbox, so I don't really do that. I'm hearing the calls out here, I'm not seeing anything. Why am I not seeing anything? Am I just being blind? He's probably behind a rock or something. Oh, right there. I can't even see what it is. Some kind of animal. I can't even remember what's on the map for animals. Oh, I got more animals out here, I think. That was a stick snap somewhere else. I gotta check back on chat. Where were they? So I already lost them again. Oh, right here. Is that fallow? Head's down. I think it's a fallow. Yeah. So it looks like it's just a pair. You're gonna head out, OCG? Okay, sorry I missed you there. See you later. Thanks for dropping in. At this point, I don't care. The whole point of the game is fun, and I want some fun. Yeah, me too. Fun's the main thing. Stopping by the pond and fish for a mermaid is okay. See you, Frognick. Thanks for hanging out. I'd like to see another Cabela sponsored game. I don't know if Cauldron is still active. I doubt Activision, or yeah, no, I think that's all. It's all toast now, eh? Cabela stuff. Whatever agreements were there at one point. And these developers worked on their last game, right? Okay, I think the sticks are these guys. Yeah, that was a doe. Oh, the buck's in here. He's, not much I can do. Like, we're in the perfect spot. They just got to come out of there. Actually found a good stand. Glass around a bit more. Oh, it looks like we're relaxing in a stand for a minute. I could, I guess I could rattle the sticks. What's the range? See, we pull them out of there. 7, I think. And maybe time to get a drink, I guess. Good old stand hunting. The ranger hunting's always been nice in the game. It's just it's always need to be fleshed out more. Like the animals need, like all of them need aging fur. They need variety of fur. They need ways to spot and mark the animals without hunter sense. But it is a better hunting experience in Ranger. I think one came out. I don't think he's coming. Maybe he's a high fit. Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah, he's ignoring me. Oh, he's a nice old guy too. Oh, this is okay. 200 right on, too. And the hollow point 243 should do fine. And check wind. Wind's in her face. Don't have to worry about wind. This is alright. He's not the biggest in the world. Look, top up gaming fluid Crown Royale. I don't actually have Crown Royale. I got others here. Okay, focus time. 200 meter shot. That's gotta land well. Now, did it have the oomph to take him down? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Yep. So far, what's this? 4 for 4 on this little 243? People are always like, "Ah, give me the big 300." Yeah, you're fine. Place the shot well. All these guns. Under 200 meters are fine for most things. I mean, we're taking bear down with a 30-30 that when Dakota came out. One shot. Bapple. Yeah, I got some of that American whiskey that got pulled from the shelves. All the tariffs or whatever. Jack Daniels and Where's JP Wiser come from? And then I have a local one. I can't remember the name. And then I have this, apple one that you just drink straight. Lots of Jack and Honey Jack. I've been working my way through the whiskey, trying all the different ones. But, oh. Hey guys. I kind of got stalled because I don't really drink too much. But I've been working my way through them all. So I have tried quite a bit. Oh, I got Canadian Club here too, but you guys probably don't know that one. Obviously because of the Canadian Club name. It's actually a large bottle. I don't know the size. I've actually had it for like 20 years. So it's, you know, aging like wine. My favorite so far is Jack Daniels and JP Wiser. JP blends better with stuff. But I like the Jack Daniels. I'm not a huge fan of Crown Royal. It's okay. Not a big fan of Canadian Club either. That's why the thing's still sitting around for 20 years. That's where those guys went. I can't remember the other ones I've tried now. Make your own wine? Nice. Honey mead? Canadian Club and Crown Royal. So is Canadian Club and Crown, like, Crown is, well, I take Crowns down there. Like, Canadian Club in the States? I don't know, Jim Beam. A Seagrams product? Yeah, well, that was huge, right? Crown Royal's purple bag. Used to carry my marbles around in the bag, little purple bag. Alright, well, this guy's not super huge. He's really got the old fur going on, though. Good old Clobber. I'm landing all the shots. Yeah, but everything's under 200 meters, right? No point shooting farther. Ah, he would have went 4-star, but... oh, well. There he goes. Where am I now? So, I mean, I've been hunting for an hour, 20 minutes. Most of this has been rambling. I mean, I got like four animals. It's not bad on Ranger, I don't think. I mean, you can get frustrated a lot on Ranger. I'm kind of out of the drink zone though. So I don't know what we're gonna find now. Used to be here. Don't be caught with Mount Gay rum. You had a marble bag too? Was it a Crown Royal purple bag? It's perfect for carrying marbles around. I don't know where my marbles are now. Should have kept them and handed them down to my kids. They have their own marbles there somewhere now. Yeah, I had one purple bag when I was a kid. The Crown Royal purple bag. My brother will buy weird whiskeys like stuff made in Mexico, India, and Japan. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. I think my parents, they got one from Japan. Was it Japan? I can't remember. No, I think it was beer from Japan. I don't know. Like an Asian beer or something. I don't even remember why they got it. I don't even know if it was good. I can't remember, but it was strange. But hey, try new things, right? I've never been a big beer drinker. I don't know how people drink Guinness. Elephant digested coffee beans distilled into a stout is one I've heard of. Oh, that's interesting. Had ancestors who worked in the glass factories. They made custom marbles. Cool. I guess I never really thought how they made marbles. Trying to see. I don't think there's going to be anything down by this water. Is there another rest zone around? Right here. I think what I'll do... So I will check down here. And nothing's there. I'll go sleep, do another drink zone, and then hit these. And come back up here. I want to know what goes here. A lot of bears and stuff, but... The drink zones are always annoying times. Gotta be 30 degrees out to have beer, otherwise you pass. Yeah. I hear you on that one. Yeah, I haven't drank beer in a long time now. Oh, that's just a Wolverine or something. I mean, we can try to slug them. Where is he? I'm trying to remember. I tried all like the popular ones. I was always like, meh. One beer's good. I think I was always more of a lighter beer person. Yeah, my favorite was Moosehead. I could drink Moosehead. I remember that. I've always just really went with whiskey. Used to have a flask. Probably still have it here somewhere. Probably ran away because they don't break sticks or anything when they run, right? Seems pretty quiet. I think hunting wolverines would be difficult in Ranger. Badgers and stuff. Oh, sticks. No, they're still here because he's growling. But they also, when they spook, they just kind of run in circles, right? They don't ever seem to run too far. Like, I heard him, it was this direction. And then I heard a deer. I can't remember the sounds, though. Like, what? I don't remember what deer that is. So sticks broke back here. A growl is over here. Nothing beats a good whiskey from Scotland. Never had one from Scotland. Had scotch and dumped it out. Tastes like burnt corn. I've never tried scotch. Gin tastes like something a pine tree. I don't know, my drink's always been just whiskey, so I just been trying them all over a long period of time. Because I just don't drink very much of it anymore. Never really did either, so. Hey, Owen. So I'm staring forward because I'm trying to hear sounds. Stick snap. Like the growl was over here too. I don't know. Like the growl was over here. Stick snapping was over here. I always want to jump into Call of the Wild, but I always think of a different game to play. I might have to try their new map, though. Go to Alberta. But I never stick with Call of the Wild. Oh, piggies. Problem is I shoot one of them, I gotta run all the way over there. Man, I don't know. Shoot a pig. What's the range on them? 200 or so. Like this looks like a male. Looks like I got some time. Kind of like liver isn't acquired taste. Yeah, I've never been liver fan. Like the science of making it, then sell most of it on the side. Nice. Pretty excited for the new map. It's my favorite game. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's good, Owen. Yep, it's a good one. I mean, it gets a lot of flack and stuff, but I've always thought Call of the Wild was fine, and it's improved over time. There's things I'd like it to change too, but yeah, it's successful. 150. So this is a male here. It's a male here. There's one back there. Oh, this is tons. I don't want to quarter in with the 243. This is pretty weak for this. There's a bunch of males. This guy's walking towards me. I don't like that. When they've got their torso curved around, they can add a bunch of flesh. Then it's got to go through. Is this? I think that's a. I don't know. That's not a male. They're all quartering. Not a good caliber for that. I think they're just in their zone. They're gonna spin around again, probably. Go nuts over a moose lip? Wow. Yeah, way of the hunter? Why not, eh? Decent enough. Bounces off the bacon. Yeah. Just looking at a bunch of pig bums now. See, they're gonna swing around, right? Come back. Got some quack quack ducks. Quack. Must be flying. Oh, right there. Bang. Bang, bang. Oh, wow. They did the old mosquito turn. That was piggies I was hearing. Come on, guys. Turn around or something. I don't think they're traveling, are they? Maybe they're traveling. It might have started. There's no shot here. This is just a waste doing a shot like that. You really all have to be facing the same direction. Patience. I didn't bring the collar for them. I don't even think they're traveling though, because they'd be moving faster than that. You waiting for a bear? Yeah. Oh, there's one that's turned, but he's right behind a tree. This is the patient hunter part. I don't know. I'm going to be sending this hollow point in and it's not even going to work. I mean, some of them are turned. Like, why can't some of these that are sitting right up here go broadside? I'm standing up, so it's way shaky. Well, I did bring the chair. Maybe you'll see better. Where'd they all go? Over 200. He's ducking down. So it's like a little, like, well, there's one in the back. Ah, why didn't he stay still? He was kind of lined up. Oh. They're moving behind these rocks. I think that's a female. Hello, ducks. Well, we gotta move somewhere where I can see them. Or not. Yep, there. Oh, here we go. Quartering. Ah, it's just not gonna work. Oh my goodness, that's ugly. I gotta put the polymer tip in because I think it's stronger in the 243. Never for sure. Oh, here we go. Gonna hear the guy breathing a lot. Female. Female. Can't tell. Right, male right there. Male there. Jeez. He spins immediately. It's a good hit animation. I don't know if that always means it's a long hit or not. Never did figure that out. I don't know if I'll be able to find them though. We're in for a little jog. Quack, 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 quack. I mean, we can get the bird shot ready. Oh, see, I was just gonna get the bird shot ready now. Like, I don't think you can even find them if they fell. I mean, they're hitting, but I didn't see if it fell down or not. Oh, getting yelled at. I don't even know what noise that is. Well, that's good to be back in Way of Hunter a little bit. I wasn't going to stream tonight, but I was just going to record my little ramble about the sequel. I'm like, I'll do it while I stream. Might as well fire it up. I wasn't planning on it. I'm planning on doing more videos again. I guess I'll talk about this because regulars are in there. So, the issue with just streaming on a YouTube channel, like when you're small, because I've done this before, where I primarily stream, YouTube doesn't recommend it out. It doesn't like, there's no like discovery thing, like you don't get any new eyeballs. And so just live streaming, the channel's in decline, because it starts to flatline when I just do live streaming. Because the videos get promoted more than live streams are just kind of like nothing for like if you're small. YouTube doesn't, it's not great for streaming stuff. So I'm gonna do more videos, but then the streams get reduced. It might only be like 2 streams a week, maybe even 1 on Sunday. Like I plan on Sunday night staying there as a stream. I gotta figure it out. But I gotta do more video. It depends on what one wants to do for the channel, right? But yeah, right now the channel's flatlined. And it's just because I'm not putting any shorts out or videos out. Like all those roadcraft streams, like it's like, there's no subscribers or anything. Which is not a big deal, but... Oh, duck hunting on a ranger. At least if you hit them in the water, you know they're gonna float towards you. Heck, you don't have to find them. So yeah, I'll be doing like Way of the Hunter videos. Like for streams, I'll stick probably to Roadcraft and SnowRunner and Way of the Hunter. I'll probably do other like videos for things. See how it goes. But the point is though, YouTube sucks for streaming if you're small. It's just, there's no discovery, there's no new eyes on the channel. And my channel's got so many fluff subscribers from that short I did. Like half of the subscribers were just people that, like it's kind of a weird thing. Like I don't know if it's like a generational thing, like it's young people. But over time, YouTube has trained people, I guess. You know, everybody's just like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. There's a whole bunch of people now that just push both buttons at the same time. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Like they don't really, I don't know if they don't think about it or they don't differentiate or they don't, I don't know. But like when I had that short that went crazy, I got tons and tons of subscribers and I couldn't figure out why. But that's why. Like, people are hitting the like button, but they hit the subscribe button too. The problem is I get all these subscribers from this short and they slowly leave because the channel's not for them. They just hit the stupid 2 buttons together, which is good for the growth, but now, which I kind of figured would happen, they slowly bleed off. So the channel goes in decline unless I keep gaining subscribers. And the streams don't do anything to help. So I think for the first time, my channel's in decline. Oh, you can't sink in anymore. Waiting for him to come in more. Just a flesh. 2-star. Ugly old mallard. So I'll be doing probably videos. I don't know. It's not like a big deal either way. I think it's kind of funny because if I drop below 10,000 subscribers, then I can hit it again and do another celebration. There was a 4th one, right? But yeah, if you're ever thinking of doing a YouTube channel, streaming small does nothing for your channel. Except for your guys' generous like super chats and stuff like that. Because they're usually better than ad revenue. But for channel growth, it doesn't do anything. Makes sense? Yeah. So since you guys are here, like I've done this before, and I remember it happening again. It just, shoom, it just flatlines the channel when you just stream. Because if you stream, you gotta also make videos, like cut them up. That's kind of why in this stream I made a video like in it, so I could do it really quickly without editing or doing anything. And oh, that's not a kill shot, is it? No, maybe it was a spine hit. That's weird. I was able to inspect the blood before on Ranger, but I guess maybe that's a bug. I don't know if this guy's down. I thought the when the pig fell over, it was like a kill shot, but maybe it's just a random animation. Plus, I don't know where he is. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out, because I could just keep streaming and just let the channel go blue slowly down. Build it up another time. Or do videos. I don't see any blood in this game. Like, besides this. Where did he run? Yeah, another hot tub party stream. Yeah, hot tub party stream. Get the camera going. I always wonder how you had 10,000 subscribers, but stream between 10. Oh, yeah? Oh, it's because subscribers don't... okay. So not to sound harsh on the subscriber thing, but the subscriber in YouTube analytics, subscriber count doesn't matter for anything. You probably have a lot of channels you subscribe to. I mean, you'll get channels with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and they only pull like 1,000 or 2,000 views in their videos, or less. There's lots that are in the 6 digits that do view counts like mine, because view counts are an entirely different thing. Subscribers are an extremely weak metric in YouTube world now. Extremely weak. Like it doesn't pull views in at all, except for like no one uses subscriber feeds. Really. But yeah, you'll see that. You'll see it all over the place. I'm subscribed to a lot, and there's like some guys that used to do some big popular stuff, and guys has just been doing it for a long time. Like we can take like familiar names. Like I don't want to pick on anybody, but there's good old Ron McTube, right? I mean, he's got, I don't know his subscriber count, but his subscribers keep going up slowly. Like I don't think he's ever had like any big spike. He's been working on his channel for like a decade. And, you know, he's, I don't know what his subscriber count is. Oh, here, let me look. This isn't to pick on him, this is using him as an example. Let me just see here. Good old Ron. Ron McTube. Yeah, he's 30,000, right? So 3 times me. A lot of mine are just like fluff kind of things. But, like, his views have been the same for years. I know you guys can't see it, but he sits around, like, here's his Way of the Hunter videos. They said about 1,000 views. His Call of the Wild videos are between 1 and 3,000. But he's been at that view count forever. Like, I don't think he's ever... Well, he's got some bigger ones there. I mean, he can pull some numbers in. But it's very, like, he's got a video about Way of the Hunter, that update they did. you know, 6,000 views. That's respectable for Way of the Hunter for sure. And the next one's 5,000. Like, he's pulled in some good views on Way of the Hunter for sure. But then he's got these Call of the Wild ones that are below 1,000, like 600, 700, 900, like 30,000 subscribers. Like, the subscriber number just doesn't do anything, is kind of what I'm getting at. And he's probably had the same numbers back when he was at 20,000 subscribers or 15,000 subscribers. He probably had more views because Call of the Wild used to be even bigger on YouTube, like even bigger than it is now. Oh, here's the other example. Because I've used him before, and again, it's not picking on people, it's just so people can understand how YouTube works. Good old DD33, he got smoked by the algorithm like a year ago, and he's never really recovered back. I don't think. I check his channel now. He's at almost 200,000 subscribers, DD33. He's pulling numbers the same as Ron. Oh no, he's a bit better in no, he's about the same. He's all Call of the Wild, right? Yeah, he's got 200,000 subscribers. And he's got you know, he's getting 3,000 views. But this is on Alberta information, like their new stuff. So it's got algorithm boosts. 8,000 there, but his stuff before the new map info came out, he's sitting at 2,000 views, 1.6, 1.4, 1.7, 1.4, 1.7. So, see what I mean? Like poor DD 33, 1.5, 2, like his Call of the Wild's not even pulling in 2,000 views consistently, and that's 200,000 subscribers. If I really tried, like I would pull the same numbers as DD33 on Way of the Hunter. Like if I did like the fancy thumbnails and the big exciting thingies or whatever, I could pull in 1,000, 2,000 views, right? And that's 10,000 subscribers versus 200. Anyways, that's some of my examples, right? It just, the subscriber count just doesn't matter. It's all, YouTube goes day by day. Like the history doesn't matter. If that makes any sense after all that rambling. Yeah, I'm sure you got it now. It's just I keep going on when I got a topic. Always gain subs, even multiples of 100 subs a month. Neat counts. He gains subs, multiples of 100 subs a month? Well, that's probably accurate though, because YouTube won't reflect the changes for viewers. It'll just update once in a while. And with 200,000 subscribers, like DD33 would have huge fluctuations. Like he'd be bleeding subscribers too and gaining a bunch all the time, back and forth. Piggies or whatever. Hey, Strix. Yeah, we already did the big discussion on it. I think there'll be like a highlight video on the channel, I think, maybe, kind of summing up the thinking of it. There is no confirmation or any kind of info on a sequel. I'm just making conversation on it. And I've got some, I think I got some valid points that a sequel might be coming. That's kind of jibber jabbering now. I wanted to find the pig, but I don't think the pig's going down, so. I'm not even sure I'm going to find anything else unless I go. We'll do a quick drink time looky-loo. And then I'm going to have to wind it down. Need to buy another pillow? Oh, no, SLC. There you go. I got to go check on my Redbubble site, actually. Is there anything big that would come down here? Maybe. Ron, most folks gets random numbers at that level. Ron, most folks gets random numbers at that level? What you mean? We'll go up here. But yeah, YouTube only cares what you can do now and what you can do today. That's it. And you got to keep doing it. I mean, it'll be like 36 hours. Like, you get a bit of a window. It's more like 48 hours when you get algorithm boosts. And then, depending on how your video does in 48 hours, will depend on what happens after the 48 hours. None of my videos go beyond 48 hours for the most part. They'll peter out. Some will go, though, a bit more, but... Well, it just doesn't matter. I mean, it used to matter. Everybody would look at the subscriber count. It used to be everything, but it's totally reversed. Now it's retention. Retention numbers. How much attention can you hold viewers for? Grab their attention. Hold the attention. Get their attention through the commercials. That's what matters now. The retention attention metric. Nobody's here. Check this little one. Sneaky, sneaky up here. It was kind of dramatic with what was going on with the analytics with the live streams. Just boom. Subscribers, no gain. I mean, yeah, I think I'm getting my first losses now, where the error is actually negative now. Because I'm not doing the right things. No water here. All quiet. Maybe I should move to 11. I'll go east a little bit. I'll have to wind it down. This is the smallest amount of animals. Are they all dead? In this session? I don't know. It's kind of ranger. Normally, yeah, like if you're comparing to like how I normally play, usually I'm a hiker and I'm just kind of running around, right, not spooking anything. You can find all kinds. The rangers, though, I got no distance guide. I'm spooking things. A lot of things don't break sticks, the smaller guys, so I don't even know I'm spooking them. I mean, normally all my stuff is I'm using like the toolbox, setting the time, going to where I know they're going to be. Here, I'm not planning anything, I'm just walking around. It's kind of how they balance the game to be, sort of. Oh, Michael James. I'm just hunting whatever I find. Or pretty much, I'm pretty much winding down the stream. We got, what? Red deer, reindeer, roe deer. We got another reindeer, I think, that's 2. Not like a huge amount. This is the ranger hunting though. And OCG, who was in here earlier, he's a good one to check out for the hunter. He just hunts, like, he's really good at ranger because that's all he does, I think, for the most part. He's able to spot the need zones really well. Now, he can do it too, but I stopped really looking for them. Because if I ever need zones, I just look up the toolbox. But he doesn't use it, right? So he's finding them all. But this is how he hunts. And I was hunting with him on the stream, and it was kind of enjoyable. This kind of style, anyways. But normally, you know, him and I'd be talking or whatever, so... more of a social hunt kind of thing. And answering questions on his stream. He's done really well with his channel because he's mostly focused on Way of the Hunter and Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov. He's got the two going, but man, he's consistent on Way of the Hunter. I don't know how he does it. That'd drive me nuts playing the game that much. I mean, I played it a lot, but I think he and I have the same amount of hours actually, about 1,000 or so, and they're all like recorded on YouTube. Stick snap. So he's done really well, but I think like since Way of the Hunter is the main game, there's only so much traction you can get with Way of the Hunter being like your YouTube channel game. You know, you need a large player base. Glad you had a good MP experience. I did have a good multiplayer. It's just strange because you need to have Discord, right? You need to have like an external communication thing to enjoy it, which is weird. Then there's a new game that came out, that new Elden Ring game, where it's based on 3-player multiplayer, and you get like randoms and stuff. They did the same thing. In that new Elden Ring game, there's no in-game voice chat, and there's no text chat. There's no communication in-game. You have to use Discord, you have to... Like, that's like a modern, like, big production value game, and they didn't even do it. Like, what the... I don't know what devs are thinking. Not putting communication in their game. Yeah, no, it's good if you have someone that's, you know and cooperating or can play the game well. Because, you know, I was shouting out I was giving them distances. When you have, like, when you're playing because we're playing Ranger multiplayer, and, you know, you only get the call for just like a quick second, and you're trying to locate it. Well, if you have 2 ears, right, 2 sets of ears, you can triangulate it better. Because I'll be like, oh, it came over this way, but he'll be looking this way, and then he'll turn too, and then you can pin it down better. And keep track of multiple animals. And you also have multiple calls going, so you can like call them in, different animals, and so like it was okay like that. Like there's a few bugs, just, you know, definitely not polished. It'll never will be, I don't think, with the multiplayer stuff. Still amazing how Rad Brad pulled. Yeah. See, Rad Brad. He doesn't do anything special, right? He is your prime example of being at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing at the right time. having the opportunity to play games like 10 years ago on YouTube or like longer than that. And he's just doing it constantly, and he just built up algorithm power. And now he can't lose it. Now he's just got so much. And you can't, like, it's a whole different YouTube now. Like, you can't gameplay, like playthrough channels. You cannot get them to succeed unless you've got some trickery going on, some external assistance going on. What do we got here? I don't know what these are. What are these? That's wolves? I think it's wolves. Wolves aren't that exciting, though. There's the water here. But there's a lot like that when YouTube was young and they really put effort into it, they were able to grow over a decade. And if somebody grows fast now, they either one, they're already a celebrity in something, or two, they're doing some other kind of practices that they shouldn't. The goal of, like, if you're doing, like, a gaming YouTube thing, the goal of a gamer YouTube, like, if you actually wanted to make a career out of it or something, is not to tie yourself to one game, because your channel lives and dies by the game. You have to eventually get to the point where people watch your channel because of you, and they'll watch you basically play anything, because you're entertaining or whatever, right? That's what you'll notice with like the big streamers, right? They get so big, or you gotta get to that point where, but that's what's so super challenging to do. You have to do it. So, like, I was using examples earlier. Like, Flinter's a good example. A lot of his views are mostly, like, a lot of people, like, they're interested in the game, but he's got, like, a whole lot of people that watch because they're, like, Flinter's community, and they watch for Flinter. So when you get to that, like, kind of stage, then you got a good set. But as soon as you still get quite locked into a game, because you'll see this, like, you know, you could get a lot of views. I think we brought this up before. What's the guy's name? Willie B or something? Who does Breakout? Was it one of those Tom Clancy games? Not I can't think of the names now. Breakpoint? Anyways, massive views when he does a Breakpoint video, but as soon as he does anything else, it bombs. I don't know, I used him as an example one time in a video. He just, because you get your channel tied to the one game and then you can't get away from it. That's kind of where my channel sits a little bit. It's stuck with Way of the Hunter, because as soon as I do anything else, YouTube's like, I don't recommend your channel. To a much smaller degree. But his is a very, I can't remember what I was looking at on the one stream. But it's just really clear. Because it'll be like, you'll do like one breakout video a week or something. It'll be like 40,000 views. And then he's got another video that he's trying to do. It's like 1,000. Go do a breakout video. 40,000. I'm going to play this other game. 2,000. Like, nothing you can do here. That's your YouTube channel. It's that game. That's all you can do. I lost my YouTube chat. I'm not seeing anything anymore. Now I'm just rambling about nothing. Like, I think I came here at the wrong time. Well, they should be showing up soon, though. Yeah, breakpoint. I think I missed some chats. Energy hasn't done too much helping with your old player accounts. I personally prefer Discord voice, but yeah, it only works if all the same Discord. Yeah, Energy's not, you know, yeah, they're not helping the whole thing. Multiplayer is fun back in Deer Hunter 5, I think. It can definitely be fun in hunting games. I only watch one other streamer, and that's Brian Minard. Covers a lot of content, so it's nice to see what games suck and want to avoid. Has good numbers in his streams, but he's full-time. Yeah. You gotta be entertaining, and you gotta like do a lot of stuff for it. A lot of work, a lot of skill, a lot of, you know, personality, charisma, a lot of risk too, because you gotta do a lot of investment to get there. And breakpoint, yeah, the game. You don't think variety works if you stick to a new... Yeah. So that's one of the things I was trying to figure out with my channel. Because I did, what's that game? So I don't get a whole lot of views, right? But I get the one game I did, that survival one, I did a video on it, 4,000 views. That's really good for my channel. So there's different ways I could take the channel. What YouTube would want me to do, one thing, or what I should do, is focus on hunting games, right? The obvious thing. And just do hunting games. And then you got to focus on, do you stream or do you do videos? Well, straight streaming won't work because it just flatlines your channel, so you'd have to do both, or you just do videos on hunting games. But I'm not really interested in just sticking with hunting games. The other thing to do is to try the new, the stuff like demos. Or, yeah, the new... You can't really do the new hotness because you go bankrupt buying all the new games at top price. So you can't really do that because it's too expensive to, like, just do that. But that works, yes. Because anything hot and new will work. So my strategy on that is that's why I use, like, the new keys that come in for, like, any, like, little game. But not because of, like, the new hotness or anything like that. A lot of that's just because I think it's neat. That to like talk to the developers or whatever, but some of them work, right? Because if the algorithm sees you're trying something new, or like a new game that's got some kind of algorithm power throughout YouTube, then it will boost yours. And that's what happened with that one video. But then I did like Starvaders, right? Which is like sitting at like 60 views or something. It's because it's got like nothing to help with it. But you never know till you like make the video. But I can do that kind of thing. But my videos would look like this, right? There'd be like 4,000, then 50 views, and 200 views, and 60 views, then 2,000 views. Like, it'd be all over the place. And it'd be no consistency in the channel. And I'd have to like play demos or something because I can't buy all the games. And I don't have an interest just playing a game for a little bit. Like, my interest is to do, like, playthroughs, but that's no longer, like, a healthy YouTube channel-y kind of thing. But I'll still do it, because it doesn't really bother me on that. That's kind of what I want to do with it. But it's a time thing. Way of the Hunter got in the way. All the Way of the Hunter stuff. I still gotta go back to all the games, too. I still gotta beat Sniper Elite. 2 missions left. I haven't forgotten. And Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I was streaming that. That's a really challenging game to stream because there's a whole lot of story, a whole lot of listening. I'll continue it as a video someday. But what happened with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is I couldn't stream it anymore. I'm just like, oh man, it's exhausting. There's a lot of stuff going on. I didn't want to do videos on it. Like, just do that break. And I did what I did with Red Dead Redemption 2. I didn't finish Red Dead Redemption 2 either. Because what happens is I start doing the open world stuff. Crafting and everything, and I just stick with that. until I'm finally like, okay, I had enough. So that's what happened to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I just started like leveling up the horse and the alchemy and everything. Blacksmithing. I was just doing all that off of camera. And then I kind of eventually moved on. And same thing with Red Dead. I just went and did open world stuff. I didn't stop the story, but they're all on the list. But that's the problem with me in open world games. Same thing with like Skyrim and stuff. Never finished Skyrim story because I go off and I do all these open world stuff. Diddle around. He had good numbers when Days Gone was new? Yeah, same thing, yeah. Good SE is tough. Which one's SE? Oh, Sniper Elite. Yeah, I am gonna do, because since I'm so close to the end, I'm gonna do videos on the last two. As soon as I can get to it. But that's I've got these keys that came in games that I was playing, because I should do another video, like I should do that one survival one, even though it's, I don't know, I don't know. And then, you know the car dealer simulator? I've had that. I've been in line for the full version for a long time, right? And I did get the full version, like key early to it too. Oh. Hello. Finally something to hunt. But I haven't like found the time to do it. And I don't know how I'm going to do it, like with stream or video it. But you know, I had access to the full game like a week before, and that game has got a lot of interest. There's like some YouTubers, they're doing tens of thousands of views on that game, but it's only going to be the first video. And then if you keep doing a playthrough on it, it'll trickle off really fast. So that's why the playthrough channels don't work. And I was looking, since I watch all these like small channels, and I kind of click on them and check them out, just because I'm curious on their analytics and stuff. YouTube recommends me these small channels. And some of them will have tons of subscribers. I don't know, it's like a guy with, you know, 30,000 subscribers. He's got a video that's on, there's a World War II game. Red something? It's like Battlefield. Anyways, he does playthroughs, sort of. And he's, you know, you do the thing where the episode, like, number 1, number 2, number 3, whatever. Well, his number 1 had 70,000 views. And I'm like, oh, wow, okay, cool. A decent channel. Let me check this guy out. And you have two results when you click on a new channel to see how they did. Like, I see how they're doing. One, you click on their channel, like if they got like a big view, and all their channels have lots of views. Like they're a big YouTuber you just never heard of before, and you're checking them out. Or you go to their channel, you go to this, like this guy, you go to a 70,000 view channel, and then you look at all his other stuff, 300 views, 400 views, 200 views. you just bump into the one video that worked. That's basically like mine. I've never had a video go that well though, but that's all his is basically, his stuff's basically my channel, like just a playthrough channel, the same kind of thing. He's just like, I'm trying out this game. I watched some of his videos. It's basically just how I do like a video. Like his editing is better and stuff, of course, because he actually edits. Same kind of thing. Oh, I'm going to check out this game. He's just playing through it. I'm going to try a tutorial. He's just doing the thing. 70,000 views. Then his next one's like 1,000 or 2,000 views or something like that. He just, he just hit the algorithm right. I just find that funny because that's your two scenarios. You'll find a new big YouTuber, or you'll find this guy's small channel in the one video that worked, or hit the algorithm. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, this guy is basically just same kind of channel as me. Like, here's this new game, we're gonna play through it. And he didn't do anything special in it. He got like 70,000 views on it. But then I was looking at his other videos, his gameplay videos, and none of them took off. You know, he's the same views as me. And I don't even know how he got the 70,000 views. He didn't do anything different. So it's just funny. Right place, right time kind of thing. This guy warped out. YouTube's just funny. Smoke that guy right to the liver. 51% adult. Nothing exciting. It is drink time though. I don't know if I can make that river or that lake before I fall asleep or not. New science opportunity, new way to under game, hopefully. Oh yeah, you're years out if they do that. The used car sim, I'm not sure it is fun or not. I think it is, but the prologue was fun, but there wasn't much in it. Then they came out with a demo which expanded the prologue. I didn't find the demo very fun. I found the game mechanics not that great. Were very tedious and boring. Some of it was okay, but the full version has a whole lot of stuff to it. Like there's a lot more to it. Like, because you couldn't play with the repairs or anything like that. Now you got all the repairs. I don't know, there's a lot more to it. So I've been trying to, like, find time or to get into it. But, like, I don't know if I should stream it. I don't know if I should do videos on it. I mean, I got all these other games to sort of pick. I don't think I have any keys coming in right now, though. I didn't get Dagger Directive. But it turned out to be really buggy. I find this funny too. Yeah, I'll check on chat. You never finished Chuck. Oh, Chuck Norris. I like that game, but then it ran into now it's in this big political issue thing. Like outside, they're getting review bombed and everything. Chuck Norris I had an issue with because of like the sounds and all the cursing and swearing and the violence on it. Now YouTube has trouble with that in some things. I did want to play that one all the way through, but I did bump into that, having to turn... I got annoyed with having to turn all the swearing off and trying to dodge it, and, yeah. But I think that game's actually awesome, the premise of it, with Chuck Norris. No, that one got sidetracked, not because of my focus on it, but because of handling the cursing and swearing and the not-so-family-friendly stuff. It's kind of like trying to play Grand Theft Auto, right, on the channel or something. But actually worse, because these guys, like, that game, they'd F-bomb, like, immediately. It just kind of gave the channel some issues, or could, so... But no, I won't be returning to the Chuck Norris game, not on the channel, I don't think. Because I did follow up on the drama and the stuff that the devs were doing and what they did do, and I'm like, I can't, yeah. I'm just, you know, there's other games, so. Red Alert looks fun. The old Red Alert. I want to play retro games on the channel, too. Like, they wouldn't get any kind of traction or anything. That would just be for my little project. That's me. I tried playing Doom. That's me. I want to come back and finish the original Doom. Yep, I need episode 3 and 4 or whatever. Lots of plans, no time. See if anything's up with this water. Look at the trailers now. I haven't played it since I was a kid. Yeah, I like Command & Conquer. That was a great game. Never figured out to play RTS properly? I don't know. There's a lot of advanced stuff to it. You gotta be quick. you know, actions per minute or whatever. It's just learning the strategies, getting the right combo of units together. I always just played it on, like, not super difficult and just played the campaigns. Oop. Yeah, in the water. Just gonna give a little chat out there. So yeah, right now the best I got is the channel's gonna stream Roadcraft, Snow Runner, well, Spin Tire games, and then Way of the Hunter when something interesting goes on. And then I'll video something else. I just don't quite know the order. Or what I'm gonna do first. I also got the Division 2. And then I got Project Zomboid, which someone on the channel recommended. And OCG plays it too, and I think it looks interesting. Can't remember what else is on there. I mean, there's Oblivion. I want to play through Oblivion. The remastered one or whatever they did. This guy's just chuckling. Just no time. And then a slew of retro games. Here he comes. 70 meters? Nice broadside. A 100 meters out, eh? He's going down. I think I picked up the original Left 4 Dead as well for $1. Because I have Left 4 Dead 2. I was playing it with a friend a long time ago, and I don't think we ever did get to the end of it. I mean, you could just spin in a circle, just pick a game and play it. And then there's all the Assassin's Creeds. That's on my list. I still want to play the first one. Red something. Oh, the World War II game? Yeah, it's Red something. I can't remember what it is. It looks fun, though. Another one, but I don't know on that one. It's like Battlefield, where you got planes and tanks, and... it looked okay. I don't know how great it is, though. Oh, then I got, like, Boulder's Gate. Like, like, all the Boulder's Gates, even the third one. Never had time for it. Played it a little ways, and I'm like, oh man, this is confusing. What am I doing? And yeah, I got way too much. Way too much. I played the Division 1 all the way, solo. The first Division, I beat the whole thing, like solo. I couldn't do the raids or whatever. I tried a couple and I didn't like them, but I played through the story. Division 2 I played until a certain point. I can't remember when I stopped. So I do want to get into Division 2 again. Zomboid got some mega expansion or something. It's a good game. Yeah, I think I got it for like 14 or 15 US. Like, it was nice and affordable, like just on sale like right now. 2 was a bit much for me. I thought Division 2 and 1 were basically the same thing. What was different in Division 2 that was too much? Oh, Hogwarts. Yeah, I beat Hogwarts. Whatever you play is good with my algorithm. Thanks, SSH. Do you ever see yourself playing Paradox interactive game like Hearts of Iron 4? Hearts of Iron 4, right? And those need commentary, otherwise... Those need commentary, otherwise I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, yeah. I've tried strategy games on there, on the game. I love the Hearts of Iron series, but I don't commentary very well on strategy. I did Terra Invicta, and it was okay. I do like the game and the concept of the game, but man, it depends on like the brain power and stuff. Like there's a certain toll it takes to play a game and talk through it, and try to make it interesting. And Terra Invicta also is very slow. I also really like Age of Wonders, but it didn't do very good on the channel. But because I don't know like how to talk through those games well. Like if you ever try to do game commentary, you'll find certain ones are easier for you to do than others. As I brought this up before, Way of the Hunter is super easy for me now. I can just load it up and do whatever. But if it's like a different genre game, I'm like I tried to stream Helldivers too, right? When it came out, like I did like 70 videos or something. I don't even remember doing that many videos. I did a lot in Helldivers too, and then I tried to stream it. I was like, oh my god, my brain, because it's not like programmed to talk through what you're doing and like naturally. It's also quicker, right? But and I tried, you know, Forza, like racing games, but I'm like, man, I don't know how to talk through racing games either. I don't know if he's gonna go down. No, he probably will now. And then, of course, when I started doing SnowRunner, I also didn't know how to talk through that game, but it's slow enough you can sort of the slower game helps to a point. If the game's too slow, like hunting or SnowRunner, then you run out of things to talk about, and then you lose views and algorithm power because it's too boring. Which is why I kind of stopped playing streaming Ranger in the first place, because I was doing Ranger on this game in Matariki, and I found the pace was too slow. I couldn't keep talking through it, and I thought it was too slow. So a lot of people, a lot of content creators that do Way of the Hunter, almost all of them play in Hiker. Because they need to get the video made, they need to get the shots, and they need to and they need there to be not that much downtime. But it's weird. I recommend everybody get your microphone out, record videos, and talk your way through it. Like you're talking to people. Oh, here's the thing. You'll find that your brain needs to rewire a bit. Like it needs to like build connections to do it. And it matters on the game. This guy looks like he has a big horns. Look at that. Did the quartering shot work? Oh, it did. It worked really well too. Still got it. Still got it. Both lungs knocked out. 55%, 2-star. Okay. Well, that was my goal, that one. I never went down here either. I'm supposed to be turning this off, but you guys got me talking. I watch Hearts of Iron 4 commentary, and I'm still always like, give me more detail, and the player's completely zoned in. Has to be? Talk to self and find out. So, you can't do it? See, I don't know, like, that kind of skill is so weird. Because there's, like, professional entertainers that have, like, this, like, a really good skill, and they're, like, an actor. And if you can entertain, then you'll do really well. I don't do any acting or even attempting to entertain, I just do me. And that's why the channel says where it sits, because, anyways. But you sort of have to, like, know what you want to do going into it. Like, if you're going to be, like, an entertainer, if you're just doing whatever, right? But see, talking and entertaining is definitely a skill set, being an actor, right? So it's, like, a lot to do. But I was surprised how difficult it is to, like, talk through when you're doing something. It's really weird how you like get used to it and stuff. Really weird. Like you're very exposed, right? Even though like this channel's not very big. Like it's, you know, it's all public. It's out there or whatever. There's definitely a nervousness when you start. That's for sure. The only reason I do my videos is I seem to have a skill that's fairly rare, and that's because I just record my videos live like I do now. Like my videos aren't any different than what I'm doing now. I just start and stop the recording, which if you ask anybody who's anybody in like YouTube world, because people will ask this question, are like, if I want to save time on editing, can I just like start and stop the recording and just pluck it together, like edit on the fly? And everybody's just like, no, because it ruins the whole thing if you mess up, and if you know, if you don't have the recording going at something that's a surprise moment, you'll miss it. So, which is all like true and valid things. But if you can pull it off, like it's basically doing something in one take. Like you get no redos. And it's not a very common thing at all, which I've discovered. But it's not any different than streaming, really. Sort of. It's hard, yeah. Like, all the videos I do are one take. There's nothing edited, except for me pausing and unpausing the videos for the most part. Sometimes I might have to do a little something, but... yeah, if there's an error, I just keep it in. But I typically don't really mess up. Not too, like, you know... not like a critical error. I did a couple of them in the past, and... kind of left it in and said, oh well. But I have discovered very, very, very few people that try to make videos on YouTube do it in one take. A whole bunch of them do notes in script, do all this work ahead of time. Others do massive editing. They record 8 hours of footage and go back and edit the whole thing. Most people are way too, like, they would be way too self-conscious on all the errors they're making. Like ums and the ahs. And I keep saying the thing, what do I keep saying all the time? Things like that, or stuff like that, or something like that. Like I repeat that over and over again. Like that would drive people nuts, and they like all the little things would bug them, and they would never be able to stand it. I just let it go. But I did discover that's a very rare thing to just hit play, record the video, start and stop it, get done, upload. To not have any kind of critical problem or something. Or not. I think it's mostly people are too self-conscious. They gotta clear up the ums and the ahs and the any kind of pause, any kind of snuffle, like anything bugs them. I think that's kind of more what it is. Whoops. I play a game with my wife. My wife does all the commentary. Aw, that's cute though. I think what I'm looking for is more elaboration on where the strategy is going. Otherwise, it feels too much like watching a spreadsheet. Maybe I'll be a better viewer once I finally finish the tutorials. Well, they're really hard to watch. You're just like looking at a map, right? And the games are very complex. And if you want to watch someone that does strategy games well, because I tried to do it with Age of Empire, or not Age of Empires, Age of Wonders 4, in Terra Invicta. I work well with first-person games, or like, you know, spin tires or whatever, like survival games or something you're working through and there's movement and stuff. I don't do so well with the strategy and talking. I don't really know. I think I can explain the strategy. Like, I think I do okay. Because I was also playing Drop Duchy, that Tetris game, and I was thinking of like switching it up and like doing that game on the channel. But I didn't know how it was coming across because I'm talking through like the strategy and everything, and like when I watch it back everything, I'm like, okay, no, that's actually good. Like when the viewer's listening to it, I'm explaining everything that's happening and my reasoning for it, which is the challenging thing to do in a strategy game. And I'm like, okay, no, that's good. And then I didn't get a whole lot of comments on it because it is like the demo and stuff. And then I had one viewer, he apologized for it later, but he said something along the line like something, just drop them in, make and complete the lines or something like that. But he was missing like the strategy of the game. And I know I didn't like take it too seriously or like too like some people just when they type online it doesn't come across right, so I didn't really know I was coming across. But later on he actually tried the game and then he apologized to me. He's like, sorry, I came across really bad. Maybe he's watching or watch the stream later, but like it's all good. But he apologized to me and he's like, you are a pro at this game. I tried it and I can't do it because I'm doing all this stuff and thinking through the strategy while I'm doing it. But it's kind of related to what you're talking about with Hearts of Iron, trying to talk through the strategy so the viewer can understand your line of thinking and why you're doing what you're doing. And if you want to know someone that's really good at it, a viewer is Potato McWhiskey. Have you ever heard of him? He just actually did a really challenging video, personal video on his channel about his depression and whatnot. Now, he is someone that can entertain you through a strategy game. He does it extremely well, but he's full-time in it. He's got 2 editors or something like that. Like he does that big, records his 4 hours or 5 hours and then ships his recording to editors and they do it all. But he's very good at entertaining through a strategy game, like through like a turn-based game. Very good at it. And I think that's really difficult to do, like be entertaining in a strategy game, like a slow-paced, turn-based thing. Because I was struggling with Age of Wonders 4 and Terra Invicta. But the key thing is on that is to explain your decision process through it. Which I think I did okay with Drop Duchy. Now where'd this one go? I think I got less credit than I should have got on that one because it's very hard to like talk through that game and why you're doing it if you haven't played the game. Where did you go? I mean, it was a good hit. It was like the back of the lung. Man, I need a drink. Having charismatic female co-host definitely helps. Girls are operating on a different plane compared to male content creators. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I'm subscribed to them. Jinx and other guy. Yeah, it's his wife. She doesn't do all the videos with him, but she's actually a really good co-host. Yeah. I can't remember the channel name though. I check in on them once in a while. They did Age of Wonders 4. I think they had a little bit of trouble with it too though, on their channel. But he does Hearts of Iron 4 and all those other strategy games. And yeah, she'll sit with them, and she's like they're entertaining together. She's pretty entertaining her commentary on it. Just how she looks at things. They actually played Way of the Hunter. I know who you're talking about though. I can't think of the channel name. Because, yeah, they do a lot of strategy games. But, yeah, they played Way of the Hunter when it came out. Potato McWhiskey, he does Civilization games. And a lot of turn-based ones. He does it full-time. He's having trouble right now, though, in his, like, personal thing, because he's did this, like, video. But... yeah, he can do a strategy game and entertain you through it. But you also have to be, like, interested in it. Like, that's the main part. Is if you're watching Hearts of Iron 4, like, gameplay of it and a commentary for it, you have to be interested in the game. Like, very interested in the mechanics and learning it for it to be entertaining. I've always had trouble with Hearts of Iron 4 and, what's the other game? Crusader Kings 3 or 4 or whatever? I can never get my head wrapped around it. Like, there's too much to it. And the tutorials are so big. I want to play them, but, they're too vast. Like, it's like that game I tried, Politics 3 on the channel there. I got the key for that. Video didn't do very well. But, there's so much going on in that game. I'm like, oh my goodness. You take hours and hours of tutorials. And there's nothing interesting to look at while you're learning it. They're challenging. Now, this guy ran a long way. Oop. There he is. Yeah, I thought it was back. Back of the lung. Had to rely on the cavity damage on that one. 2-star. Would have been 3-star. No biggie. Yeah, Crusader Kings 3. Yeah, I wanted to play that game. I had it on Game Pass at the time. But it's just, I tried it, and I'm a holy smokes, I don't know how to learn this game. Gonna bite the bullet and jump in during this summer sale. I figure if I get all the DLCs for a Hearts of Iron 4, I'll push through it. It's such a vast game. I don't even know how you learn Hearts of Iron. Like, I think I played the very first one. They're so vast. I think you have to go in, like, already knowing what you want to accomplish in the game. Like, if you play Ireland or something, you're like, you know, what's my goal for Ireland? And you gotta have like, a goal in mind, I think. If you just sit in there and load the game in without no, like, destination, like, objective for yourself in one of those games, I find I just sit there and, like, time's passing, and I'm just, like, reading the events that happen and react to them, and then the game just plays itself. But yeah, the Crusader Kings 3, I could never figure that game out. And I was watching people play it, I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm like, oh man. I'm missing something. I'm missing some key information in those games. But I know what you mean, because if they're not explaining everything they're doing, you just can't really follow. So you gotta go back and watch tutorial videos, and then you gotta be really interested in the game to make it through. Just trying to see these. I always think of a new thing to walk to. Add the Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings on CK3. Oh, yeah, see. Okay, so your big strategy one. Yeah, the mods, you mean? My biggest incentive to jump into CK3 was because of those big mods. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. So if I played a strategy game, I want to play through like the Total War stuff. The trouble with the Total War stuff is your gameplay gets broken up all the time for those real-time battles. So you're in this, you know, big strategy thing, and then you're always stopping, and the real-time battles take all your focus and time. So you're going in and out. Like, the real-time battles take so much time. I end up just auto-playing them. And then you feel like you're missing out on the game because you're not playing the real-time battles. You know, you're just playing the tactical map. So I always end up with a problem there because the game takes too long if you're playing all the real-time strategy battles. But if you don't do them, then you can get through the game, but then you feel like you're missing a bunch of the game. Total War seems to be easier to jump in, though. A good middle ground between... Yeah, it is a good one. Because you can choose to not do the RTS spot and just play it like a strategy game. Like just a big map one. And then I want to put them on the channel too, but I don't know how to do it because I always end up just doing the map, but you know, the showy fun stuff is in the real-time stuff. I haven't figured out like a Total War game. Another campsite I've never been to. Which one? All of them. I want to play all the Total Wars. I want them to make one Total War, like Civilization, where you start like Rome or whatever, and then history just keeps going. How vast would that be? Like, I mean, they do that, but it's all through different versions of the game. Or sequels or whatever and different things. But they have that, so your mods reminded me of that because they have like, they have Lord of the Rings mods for those games, right? And I used to play the original one. I did have Medieval Total War, like the original. And at that time, that game, I think I was too young or something. It was too confusing. And then what was the second one? What came after the first Medieval Total War? Was Rome the one that came right after? Anyways, the one I played the most was the original Rome Total War. I still remember the music in the background. And I'd always play Julius. And I don't think I ever made it to the end. I think I got so big that it started to become too much work to manage. Yeah, same thing I'm getting at. You get so big, I always felt like I had to fight like every single battle, like in real time. And then it makes the game just go forever. Oh, I thought there was a thing there. Nope. Well, I've lost track of how many harvests we've actually had throughout the stream. Done okay, though. I didn't even notice this waterfall was here. I'm still finding new things. Well, that's fun. I suppose you unlock this thing. Total War campaign, you can do commentary on the battles, though not possible, I think. You can't do commentary on the battles? Why not? Rome was what I launched the company into stardom, I think. Oh, I mean, the very first one was quite popular, but it was very niche. And Rome brought it into 3D, because the real-time battles in the first one, they were all 2D sprites. And then Rome had the 3D characters, yeah. This is, hello Tim Dunn. This is, Lintakoto, Finland. Too bad they're in a bad place right now, especially with players who want historical. Who's in a bad place right now? Total War series? I don't even know where they are now. But I mean, there's even like Warhammer, Total War, and stuff like that. Waterfalls. Oop. Don't think you've ever seen this spot? I haven't either. It's the first time I've been here. It's down in the south. I have the horrible habit of hunting the same spots over and over again, so my maps always have unexplored spots. I don't really want to hunt these wolves. Wolves are so annoying. Total War is just all about Warhammer. The new Egypt one is in a better place since launch, though, is it? I've lost track of the Total War stuff. I know they relaunched Rome a couple times, but I can't remember. Like Rome Total War 2 and then Rome Remastered. Figured I should be able to see something from up here. There's a wolf. Is he solo? It's gonna be a far shot. 200? Well, it looks farther than it is, I guess. The hollow point in there. 0 to 200. I think he might be solo. Raise it up a little bit. I didn't even hit him. Not a rendered branch or something in the way. Not sure what happened there. I don't think it went under him, right? I didn't even see like the little fireball fly out. Historical requires more realism, and historical has lots of melee, and game creators of melee like it is a bubonic plague. Harder to do, right? Well, those Total War games have tons of melee in them, right? Yeah, it is hard because the characters all kind of run into each other and then act kind of funny, and then they got to get the animation synced up. I think they did okay, though, in those older games. Yeah, I don't know what in the world. Like, was this tree there and didn't render in or something? I don't think the shot went under him. Maybe it did? Hmm. Well, I have to plan my week of YouTubing. What's tomorrow? Or today, I guess now, Tuesday. I don't know, I'm getting pretty late. I'm probably gonna be too tired for anything tomorrow night. I'll have to think on what I'm gonna do. Sniper Elite's pretty high on the list for me to finish it. Roadcraft streaming. Might get put off to a little later in the week. I actually played SnowRunner today. Had some fun with some of the cleanup for the trailers in Michigan. Didn't record or anything, not too exciting. But it was good to go back into SnowRunner because all of a sudden I appreciated SnowRunner a lot more. It's kind of weird because I thought it'd be harder to go back, but I actually really liked the controls over the truck again with all the gears and stuff. I was like, oh, this feels better. So that was cool. Be nice for a slow-mo cam in this game, yeah. I think originally they might have planned for it, but they couldn't do slow-mo with multiplayer. I think it's one of the things that got axed to put multiplayer in the game. Is my suspicion. Yeah, these guys that spooked, eh? 200 again. You can't tell male or female. Well, you can tell male and female, actually, if they're standing beside each other. Oh, they're all walking away. You see one taller than the other one? Nope. Come on. One right there. Sneak it over the top. Oh my goodness, what a shot this is. I hit him, but I don't think it's a good shot. Like, I think that's gonna be a over the lung. Nothing shot. We'll see what this is, but then I gotta wind down the stream because I went way too long. Oh, goodness. Blood? I did see a hit. Must have been up here, because I want to be able to hit him down there. I think. Oh. I'll learn. Can't even find the impact spot. Oop. Was he way back? Oh, here it is. Way over here. Yeah, see, that's not a kill, eh? Flesh wound. Hey, another one. Mouflon and Mole's back there. Could probably watch where this Mouflon goes. Looks like he got big horns. Around these wolves again. Hey, natural causes. Oh, you did a fancy clappy thingy. Is that what a super sticker is? I don't even know what that is. Oh, there they go. Oh. He stopped right on the thing, pretty much. 158. Alright, this will be the last harvest, though. I appreciate it there, natural causes. Keeping awake, getting late. I got work tomorrow, so I could be tired. Don't walk away. Where are you going? Yeah, good talking to you, Strix. Hopefully you get a handle on Heart's Iron 4. Oh. He's stepping out. Oh, he fell over. Yeah, I don't know if that animation is it a good hit or not, or it's just random. It's a good animation to have in the game. Hey, natural causes, you're number 1. Again. How do you keep getting number 1? Yeah, I gotta get shut-eye very soon. Yeah, good variety. I gotta check the community competition thing button here. What's going on with it? Wow, yeah, hey, natural causes number 1. 275 experience points. Wait, I don't even recognize number 2. Oh, I bet you it's their @ symbol is different than their handle. Is this Strix? No, Strix doesn't have. Who's number 2? Barry's not number 2, are you? No, Barry's number 3. Tied. Who's court player? Mark was number 1 for a while. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's Mark, eh? Must be Mark. Yeah, okay, there you are, yeah. I was gonna say, because it's showing your @ symbol. Sorry, I was scrolled up, I didn't see what you replied there. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the top 3 for today's stream. Natural causes, Mark. Barry. SOC's 4th place. Ah, he got pushed out there, SOC. Got pushed out. Alright, where was the hit again? Great. Over here. I hit him through this? Oh yeah, right, there was a bunch. Look at that. That's a big pile. Ooh, he's not going far. Oh no, he didn't at all. That was a good smuck for that. 243. Oh, double lunged him. Knocked out both lungs too. So they must not have 400 hit points on the lungs. Like, that's gotta be less, right? 68% 3-star. He's about as old as he's gonna get. There we go. Well, that was a fun little stream. I got lots of rambling in about the new job, or not the new job, the new sequel. That's probably not ever gonna come out. And a lot of rambling about all sorts of different things. So that was fun. I don't think he died. Oh, that got him. He went ragdolling down the hill. Whoa. What did the second shot hit? You slept playing Roadcraft? Yeah. I might try Ranger this week. Oh yeah, Ranger's fun. It's kind of the way to do it, I think. A blood trail a blind man can follow, yeah. That's right. I think your stream might got a little behind no natural causes. I was looking at that about 2 minutes ago. That ragdoll was something else, though. Oh, the first shot was good. So the second shot must have hit the same lung again and gave him the old skull. No, it didn't. Oh, yes, it did. Yep. It was 2 shots into the lung. That's pretty fancy shooting, really. 2 bullets almost in the same spot, too. One's just a little lower. That's one of the actual fancier shots I've done. Ooh, and he would have been... I don't know where the 5-star starts, but man, so much for that. Still, I'll take that, just because of how fancy the shooting was. Sell them off. There we go. Alright, we'll wind her down now. Oh, stretch. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out like always. I'll be around again for something else. Some videos popping on the channel, another live stream at some point. Maybe Roadcraft. Maybe they'll actually release their DLC this week. New clothing options. Team Mark, thanks a bunch. Strix SOC, Barry, everybody. Toothless if he's still around. Tim done. Okay, have a good one, guys. We'll do this. And hit the fancy schmancy song. Take care, guys. See you later.
Sitting here polishing my virtual gun, but the road map's missing, and that ain't fun. I've hunted moose, caribou, even a bear. Now I'm hunting answers, ain't nothing there. Where's the road map? Don't leave me hanging. Is this game done or just rearranging? Give me a sign, just one little clue, or I'll pack my gear for something new. Maybe they're busy with a whole new game. Do we wait for ultimate hunting? It could turn out lame. I'll miss my forest and my pixel deer, but if this is goodbye, I'll shed one tear. Where's the road map? Don't leave me hanging. Is this game done or just rearranging? Give me a sign, just one little clue, or I'll pack my gear for something new. So I'm refreshing forums and checking the feed for some road map crumbs or just a lead. Till then I'll hunt with what I've got, but if they ghost us, I'm quitting the lot. Where's the road map? Don't leave me hanging. Is this game done or just rearranging? Give me a sign, just one little clue, or I'll pack my gear for something new. So I'm refreshing forums and checking the feed for some road map crumbs or just a lead. Till then I'll hunt with what I've got, but if they ghost us, I'm quitting the lot. The northern light glows, I took my Apex crossbow and my old hunting clothes. Wood bison, caribou, and mountain goats, oh my. But it's them scary Kodiak bears that catch my eye. We set out at dawn with the frost on the ground. Heard the caribou's call, such a haunting sound. Saw a bison or two munching on some grass, crossbow in my hand, I was ready real fast. Hunting in Aurora shores with my heart in my throat, from the bison to the bears and the mountain goat. With a fiddle in the air and a cold winter's breeze, me and my crossbow feeling wild and free. Climbed up the ridge where the mountain goats roam. They're nimble on the rocks, leaping like they're home. Hand steady, breath slow, waiting for my shot. Me and my crossbow feeling wild and free. Old Pete said he saw one just the other day, big as a boulder, brown as mud and gray. We laugh and we shiver by the crackling firelight, telling tales of a hunt till the dark turns bright. Hunting in Aurora shores with my heart in my throat, from the bison to the bears and the mountain goat. With a fiddle in the air and a cold winter's breeze, me and my crossbow feeling wild and free. Will and my crossbow feeling wild and free.